I was walking through the jungle when all of a sudden my eyes fell on a big Carebara queen caught in the jaws of numerous Pheidole walkers. The Pheidole walkers were swarming, biting and pulling her from all sides. The gaster of the Carebara queen looked gravely injured, and one of the Pheidole walkers was also biting chunks of meat from her wounds. It was a sad sight. Now, though I do not usually interfere with nature, here I felt that the queen deserved a chance to live. Not only because she was a queen, but also because she could be a mother to hundreds of potential offsprings. I was feeling a kind of sympathy for her in my heart. So with a promise to replace the queen with some other food for the Pheidole ants, I chased away the Pheidole ants by blowing air at them through my mouth. The injured queen tried her best to run away quickly, but then the Pheidole ant kept on chasing her and soon caught her again and began carrying her towards their nest. So I felt that it would be more safe if I carried home the queen with me. However, catching the queen was not an easy task as she was extremely slippery, but ultimately I had her on my palm. It was then when I noticed how seriously injured she was. I hurriedly carried her home and placed her in a clean, cool container. Her wounds were deep and there was not much that I could do, except try to keep her wounds clean and prevent it from getting infected. It looked like that the queen was suffering from lots of pain, and I was feeling pity for her. I don't know how she got wounded in this way. Whether she is an old queen or whether she is a queen allied just fertilized in a neutral flight. The queen moved restlessly all around and then became quiet as if she had finally accepted her fate. Now, though I don't believe in miracles, in this case I was praying for some miracle to happen and wishing that the wounds of the queen would heal miraculously. After staying by her side for many hours, I finally left my ant room, hoping that the queen would win the battle against her injuries and get well soon. But when I returned to the ant room in the evening, the majestic Carebara queen had sadly succumbed to her injuries. It was a sad moment and I was feeling a sense of great loss in my heart. And I know many of you ant lovers may be feeling the same at this moment, but I do not want to leave you in such a somber mood today. So in the memory of the dead queen, I present before you a swarm of Carebara ants like what you have never seen before. This is a huge Carebara colony, one of the biggest that I have seen till date. Look at all the majors and the super majors out here. Just look how much bigger they are than the worker ants. Even the winged male of this species are huge, and they remain well fed and protected among hundreds of workers and majors. Even some of the eggs are so big. Just look how many workers and small size majors are being required to carry this single egg. This egg will surely develop into a queen elite or some super major. This must be the reason why these bigger size eggs are protected so much. The next thing to watch for in this colony are these beautiful young ants. Unlike the rest of the ants, which are reddish brown, these ants are yellowish in color. However, the yellow color of these ants will eventually darken in a few days. The Carebara ants live a nomadic lifestyle, and here they are shifting their nest. But the size of this colony is so big that it is taking several days for these ants to move away to a new place. Now watching these ants are so much of a treat, but you will have to pay the price for it. For these ants get really aggressive if they sense your presence near their nest. Had she not died, the dead queen could have been the empress of all of these. But that was never to happen, as destiny had other plans for her. But from among these eggs will one day rise another queen like her, who will not only live but also form a colony as big as this, and maybe even bigger.